Here is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw is Stewart. To throw on third down. And he couldn't get rid of the football. Try to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. Quinnen Williams drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
46 down, man.
From the 22, Wentz, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
To throw, it's Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
74.
On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Now Wentz on third down. Looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Back to throw. Stewart. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 46 yards. Throwing on first down. Stewart. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. Stewart now on third down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now Stewart operating from the gun. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side. No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Six by 7. I'm coming. Here, 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 56, Mike. 14, 82, 14.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Mark's 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert 3. He's checking. Crash. This by 7. 56 to Mike, boys. 5.
Throwing is Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go now. 46 yards. 41 Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Stewart throwing on 1st down. Going right side, he finds Slayton. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. From the upright, it's no good. Wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off around the 37. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Eckler with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boswell for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run here with Eckler, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He's got the hat trick, 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours?
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for a nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw is Wentz. He's got his man. This is Tate.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
This is Barkley. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Wentz now on first down. Flush to his right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? Who? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Once more, here's Eckler. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Here's Stewart to throw on third down. Got a man, Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Going on the ground with Eckler. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. It's Eckler again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
To throw on third down. Stewart, throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Next the score, Steelers 35.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly.
It got his man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sunday. 82.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
What was that? Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Hey, echo.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. My music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Looking to throw. Stewart. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack on first down, Wentz over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Go! Hey! Alert 3! Alert 3! Check 52! Hey, bunch!
From midfield, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Check! Crunch! Slam! Kill! Watch out! Hey, Charlie!
On first down, Wentz got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Again, it's Wentz. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Out. Hey, switch gears. Hatchet.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down and goal. Wentz, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens cut into that lead. So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for two. From the gun, it's Wentz. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Here we go. Get the flag. There we go. Watch 12.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
To throw is Stewart. Throwing on for one, deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moment. He's got a man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Incomplete from the contact. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
No. Watch the ship.
Down the man inside. Down the man.
Watch twist.
Ram. Great 57.
Wentz to throw again. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One final try now for Wentz. Looking left sideline, it's complete. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Pittsburgh, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.